Bernie, you can't believe everything you read on the internet. That's how World War I got started.
Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be looking at 25 facts about the PlayStation 3 in my 100 Facts About PlayStation series. If you missed the 25 facts about PlayStation 1 or the 25 facts about PlayStation 2, the links can be found below. And make sure you subscribe, because tomorrow I will be releasing the 25 facts about PlayStation 4. As usual, I want to say a massive thanks to my podcasting buddy Flinny from the amazing Game Culture Creators podcast, and if you want to check out any of the work that we've done together, click the links that you see in the description. So let's not hang about and get straight into 25 facts about the PlayStation 3. Number 1. The PlayStation 3 was released on November the 11th, 2006 in Japan. 6 days later, on November 17th, 2006 in the US, and 4 months later in Europe on the 23rd of March 2007, has sold a whopping 87 million units. That's more than the Sega Dreamcast, the Saturn, the Mega Drive, the Game Gear and the Master System combined. Number 2. Crazily enough, the most popular game on the system was the very late released Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 3. Recognise the logo font? It was taken from Spider-Man 3. Although during 2009 it was changed to the updated logo seen here. Number 4. Originally, Sony Worldwide Studios boss Shohei Yoshida thought Demon's Souls was garbage. Mr. Yoshida based his original assumptions of the game on an early build. He's since revised his opinion on the game. Number 5. The US Air Force Research Lab actually created a supercomputer using 1,760 PlayStation 3 consoles. They did this due to the console's high power and low cost, and was able to do 500 trillion floating point operations per second. Whatever that means. Number 6. The console was released with 14 titles from the get-go, and those titles are Call of Duty 3, Genji Days of the Blade, Madden NFL 2007, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, NBA 2007, NBA 2K7, Need for Speed Carbon, NHL 2K7, Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2007, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Untold Legends Dark Kingdom, and Resistance Fall of Man was the best-selling game at the time. Number 7. Even though Sony asked retailers in the UK to wait until the 23rd of March to release the console, Italian retailer Daytel publicly announced they would release the system ahead of time on Wednesday the 21st of March. Sony's reaction was, Sony Computer Entertainment Europe is deeply disappointed by the unadulterated decision of some Italian retail chains to commence the sale of PlayStation 3 to consumers before this official launch date. Number 8. If you have one of the original PlayStation 3s released back when they first came out and did not update the firmware past 3.15, then you have the only version of the console where you can change the operating system to Linux. Number 9. You can play upscaled PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games on your original old school PlayStation 3. This feature was removed to save money on later models, and due to that first batch overheating, these systems have become incredibly rare and still go for a hefty price on eBay. Number 10. On March 2001, some PlayStation 3 owners that had an early system actually had issues connecting online. This was due to the PlayStation 3 not being able to read the time correctly during the leap year. This event was nicknamed Apocalypse. Number 11. It's not unheard of in the console world that the console makes little or no money when it first comes out, but instead the money is made on software. Well, the PlayStation 3 actually lost money when it was originally released. It is believed that the 20GB model cost $805.85 and went on sale for $499, and the 60GB model cost Sony $840.35 and went on sale at $599. In other words, every time you bought a PlayStation 3, Sony was down $306 or $241 depending on the model. However, as you would expect, the price of the hardware went down and things changed inside the unit itself, mainly the removal of the Emotion engine chip, and Sony eventually managed to reduce the cost of production by 70%, meaning it only cost Sony around $240 per unit. Number 12. The PlayStation 3 was the first console, along with the original PSP, to take advantage of the fantastic PlayStation Plus service back in June 2010, and Wipeout HD was the first game to be handed out. Number 13. To compete with Microsoft's achievement, the PlayStation 3 and PSP introduced trophies in 2008, and it's because of this some of those early games actually do not include any trophy support whatsoever, such as Call of Duty 3, Need for Speed Carbon, Madden NFL 2007, Ridge Racer 7, Tony Hawk's Project 8, as well as many more. Number 14. Gabe, head honcho at Steam, was not the biggest fan of developing for the PlayStation 3, and has gone on record saying the PlayStation 3 is a total disaster on so many levels. I think it's really clear that Sony lost track of what customers and what developers wanted. He then revised that statement a few years later when he announced Portal 2 on the PlayStation 3 would have Steamworks on it, allowing PlayStation 3 players to play co-op with PC gamers via Steam. Oh, Gabe. Number 15. It's not surprising to all that the PlayStation 3 didn't have the greatest start in life. Well, it did actually end up beating the Xbox 360 in sales in October 2013, and the reason for this, according to Sony, was the massive input of games from third-party studios. And of course, this little gem from Naughty Dog. Number 16. There are 14 different models of the PlayStation 3, which are normally named after the hard drive size and then the size of the machine itself. And if you want to add the colour variants, then you can push that number all the way up to 34. And while we're discussing the different versions of the PlayStation 3 Slim changed the touch-sensitive buttons found on the PlayStation 3 Fat to actual physical buttons, whilst removing the on and off switch on the back. It's also obviously slimmer, but you may not have noticed it's actually a tiny bit longer. And the PlayStation 3 Super Slim completely changes the slot-style disc system for a sort of top-loaded style system, with a sliding door covering the disc. Number 17. Are you scared? Well, if for some reason you're actually a PlayStation 3, then you would be. This guy is George Hotz, aka GeoHot, and he was the guy that hacked the PlayStation 3 and told the world how he did it. How did Sony respond? By giving him a job helping protect future consoles from people like him. Number 18. Folding at Home is a piece of software that uses some of the power from your computer that you're not using, even when you're not using it, like for instance when it's asleep, to work with other computer devices to find cures for cancer. Well, in 2007, it was reported that the PlayStation 3 was responsible for about 70% of the data processed towards this cause. How cool is that? Number 19. If you have a PlayStation 3 plugged into a Bravia TV, you can actually control the menu by using a Bravia TV remote, as well as having it turn off when you turn your TV off. Number 20. The PlayStation 4 Controller actually reportedly works on your PlayStation 3. Unfortunately not wirelessly, and unfortunately not the other way around, and unfortunately not on all games. Number 21. In the fantastic Metal Gear Solid 4 game, there is a moment in the game where you can actually see a PlayStation 3 and a PSP. Number 22. Want to play online? Well, unlike the competition, no, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about you. Obviously you can, but unlike Microsoft's monthly or yearly fee, you lucky Sony console owners get to play completely for free, something that they unfortunately did not continue with the PlayStation 4. Number 23. It is possible to use your PSP as a controller for your PS3. It's just not very good. Number 24. Jeremy Lambert, the guy who plays Kevin Butler, remember that guy we mentioned in the PlayStation 2 video that was in loads of Sony adverts back in the day? Well, the relationship between Jerry and PlayStation ended badly, as he was sued by Sony after featuring in an advert playing Mario Kart. Number 25. This fantastic little gem of a game was ported to the PlayStation 3 in 4K, but when you play it, it's actually downsampled to 1080p in real time. And there you have it guys, 25 facts about the PlayStation 3. If you want to check out 25 facts about the PlayStation 1, or the PlayStation 2, or the PlayStation 4, click any of the links that you see below. Although you may have to wait till tomorrow to check out the 25 facts about the PlayStation 4, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And if you're watching this video in the future, well, go nuts. But for now, this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.